Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, April 17th, 2020. So we are going to put up our little 17 on our calendar now. So let's go ahead and put that up. We'll see that it's April 17th, 2020. Today is a Friday. Yesterday was Thursday, and tomorrow is going to be Saturday. Our theme for this week, or the activity that we're doing for today, is called Flipping for Plants. So it's going to have 5 pages, and each one you're going to cut out each label or each flap of the book. You don't have to worry about folding it over. You can go ahead and cut out each flap individually, and then you'll connect them all at the top and go ahead and staple up at the very top. The first page is just going to be our title, Flipping for Plants. Go ahead and color in the boy and the girl planting their flowers there. The first flap that we have says what a plant needs, followed by parts of a plant, life cycle of a plant, and the plants that we eat. Now this is all stuff that we have covered in the last couple of weeks, and you can also look at what I have done as you go ahead and start working on this on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to what a plant needs. So in that empty space, I drew in that a plant needs water, sunlight, air, and soil. And that's exactly what I wrote on my lines as well. Plants need water, sunlight, air, and soil to grow. And the next flap, I drew a picture of a flower, and I had labeled it out. And I just went over everything that a plant has on my lines. So I wrote, plants have many parts. Some of their parts are the flower, leaves, stem, roots, and seed. Alright, on my next part, I have the life cycle of a plant. I said first you plant a seed, next the roots grow and it sprouts, then it grows more leaves, and finally it flowers. So I drew a picture of it starting off as the seed, the roots starting to come out of that seed, and a sprout coming through, more roots growing just as more of the leaves are also growing, and then finally where it begins to flower. And then at the very end, I have the plants that we eat. So there are many different things that you can put in here. I said that there is broccoli, asparagus, spinach, radish, and corn, and I drew all those pictures at the very top. So I just went ahead and wrote out a list of things. You can write out a sentence, you can write a list like I did. You can write something different for the flower, stem, leaves, roots, and seed. You don't have to write down the exact same thing that I did. You did do a paper yesterday, and it had a nice list of so many different things that you can write down there as well. I am really looking forward to seeing your guys' flip book. I'm excited to see how you guys color it and to show me everything that you've learned about these flowers and our plants. Next week we are going to begin learning about Earth Day, which flowers really tie into that because they are so crucial in helping our planet. Plants help give off oxygen, which is what we breathe. We need these plants so that we can eat our food and so that we can continue to grow. And I think that it's really amazing how we can all work together, us with nature, to really help each other out. We're going to be learning so much more about Earth and things that we can do to help, like recycling and composting, next week. I have put out plenty of supplies and papers for us to do themes for the next few weeks. There should be something like 4 to 5 weeks worth of supplies out there for us to do. I did get some stuff printed out for Earth Day, a lot of stuff for reptiles, some stuff about the frogs, the amphibians. I have some things on dinosaurs and Memorial Day as well. So we are pretty much covered until the very end of May, and we might have to revisit what we're gonna do as we go into June. But I think we should be pretty good. For our math, we are going to continue working with those videos, working in your workbook, and working in the Boom Learning. I have been seeing more people turning in their assignments for the workbook, and I think that is fantastic. I love seeing you guys interacting with that workbook, showing me what you know in math. I know that you all really love math a lot, and so I think that it's great seeing that again. I'm so excited. Language arts, we're going to pull out our Your Turn books again, and we are going to be working on pages 269. We're going to finish up that week. We pretty much zip through that Your Turn book really quickly, so I don't think that's going to take us very long today. We're also working on those grammar slides, continuing to work with those pronouns. We've been doing really, really well with that, and I think that we're going to do really well with that tomorrow. I also want you signing into Raz Kids, doing some more reading with that. I did assign a few plant-related books so that you can kind of dive a little bit deeper into that. Next week, I will see what I can do to get books related to Earth Day and ways that we can help our environment or things about nature. So I'm going to try and look at assigning books that relate to what we are learning in that theme. You are more than welcome to also do readings that you would like on your own. So if you find a book that you think is very interesting, you are more than welcome to read and listen to those books as well. Our special for today, sorry I completely skipped over that, is Spanish. So you'll be working in Spanish again at 10 o'clock today. And besides that, I will see you all at 1. Don't forget, if you have any questions or if you just need to reach out to me for anything, you can message me on Dojo or you can send me an email, whichever way works best for you. I will see you all later. Bye.